Greetings, this is Diego Knight, and I'm with Angel Sax and Abraham. Good to see you today.
Good, good to see you.
This is one to say thank you for D. Marie for Baja Tales and Travels. And this time I'm on the camera. We want to say thank you for you gentlemen. One thing is, I like to see Angel Sax. I met you, was it 2015, 2016 with Ola Soy Lola. For one thing is, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is stage name is Angel Sax. My real name is Gabriel. Um, I've been a musician for most of my life since '86, and I've been playing with all kinds of different bands through all this time. Uh, on 2016, that's where I met Diego, and at that time I was playing with Lola, Hola Soy Lola Blues Band. Before I was playing with different local bands, with on different nightclubs, reggae music, rock, uh, versatile, and Mexican music. So I've been around all that music uh, from um, from that time on. So, but now I'm doing we're doing my project, our project with Abraham, and we are moving towards the house music, techno music, and experimenting with different genres, but moving towards that area. And we've been started the project. ¿Cuándo empezamos?
Hace 2 años,
But
¿no?
2 years ago, we came up with the idea to to move on to that style of music, and so now we've been working on it, and we have done shows as now this project House Life on Sekut about a year ago, and the project consists of a DJ, singer, sax, and guitar player, and the concept is playing the house music, uh, but live, doing it as we on real time. Um, the ideas come from different sources. Abraham has a lot to do with it, um, as far as the put it in the his ideas into the project too. Diles poquito.
Del proyecto.
Mhm.
Sí, ¿cómo te llamas?
Abraham.
Sí, ¿en qué haces aquí?
Ok. Mi parte es en trabajo como coproductor. Juntos creamos la música. Juntos hemos trabajado en las ideas. Mi parte también es en la grabación, en la mezcla. Y pues las ideas. Nos enfrascamos de ideas, juntamos ideas y luego hacemos la música. Muchas veces ponemos la música e improvisamos y poco a poco van saliendo las ideas. La verdad es un proyecto muy diferente. Tiene mucha libertad, ¿no? Tiene
Sí,
mucha libertad. Me gusta mucho. Y hemos trabajado también en los sonidos, porque los sonidos del house tienen que ver con sonidos digitales, ya no tanto los reales. Y hemos trabajado mucho en encontrar un sonido, hemos trabajado en encontrar un color que nos distinga de los demás, porque sé que hay más, pero nosotros hemos trabajado en lo que tenemos de conocimiento musical, lo hemos aplicado y suena un tanto diferente, ¿verdad?
sí. It has a unique flavor to it because we're bringing in our different styles into it. He comes from a more formal education as far as music, jazz, classical, and myself, I play blues. I play a little bit of, try to play a little bit of jazz. Try to play a little bit about different kinds of music, and we bring that into the project to make it sound like a new idea.
What most um, people who talk about a lot of people we were talking to live in Rosarito, but the thing is, what is about the music scene in Tijuana?
The music scene, we are very lucky to have this type of environment musically in TJ, because in TJ you can hear from norteño to banda to rock to blues to jazz to reggae, Indian music, name it, house music, name it. You got. We are very lucky to have this type of environment because we are able to have access to all kinds of music here in TJ. In big cities like Mexico City, you can also find that, or Monterrey, Guadalajara, but down south or different towns, you're not gonna find that because it's different environment musically.
Right, an environment. When we went down to, there's a Lola went down, and us we went down to Mexico City on a tour, and the thing is, I didn't know about the blues community was really big. I know in Tijuana, but also in Mexico City, but also other places, and it showed me a different perspective. And it doesn't matter where you're from, we really like that type of music. So you have blues, but also you have a different type of music. So it's a it's unique. I remember one time we went to, I think it was Diego Rivera's museum right next door, and
Mm-hmm.
it was packed. It was a small venue. It was outdoor stage, and it was packed with that. And to me, it's unique to hear about the music, and it's to me, it's really unique to hear uh, people listening to this music and able to interact. What inspires you to get involved with the music?
Ok. Am, Quería agregar antes de eso que esta música se escucha, house, se escucha mucho en Europa y también allá en Tulum. Es música que sí está pegando allá. Y parte de esto es traer esa idea para acá, que hemos intentado acomodar como estas ideas. Y pregunta que cómo nos encuentra, cómo nos...
No, tú,
¿Yo?
de la música, ¿qué es lo que piensas de eso? Que puedes encontrar toda clase de música en esta área, aquí, particularmente aquí en Tijuana, pues.
Ok. Am, particularmente, em, yo no soy de Tijuana y de donde soy, la música que imperaba pues es la banda y otros géneros musicales muy diferentes que los que se escuchan aquí en Tijuana. Cuando llego a Tijuana me doy cuenta de la cantidad de música que hay. De hecho, por accidente descubrí esta música que es el rock, el blues, y me encanta.
Ujú.
Entonces, creo que es lo que da identidad a Tijuana, que tienes todo. O sea, bajas a la Revolución y en cada esquina encuentras un género diferente. Bandas, salsa, rock, blues, jazz. Ahí lo tienes todo, en esas calles
Ujú.
lo encuentras todo. Y creo que eso da diversidad y también va a dar en algún momento, si no es que ya ha dado, nuevas mezclas, como el Nortec,
Ujú.
que mezcló el tecno con el norteño,
Con la
¿no?
banda, sí, con norteño.
Entonces, no tardan en salir nuevas mezclas gracias a la gran diversidad que hay aquí.
Sí.
No sé si le traduces o...
Es mucho que decir.
And you, Angel, what inspires you?
Inspires me is the everyday living. It's like the motivation to a new day, to have new ideas, to put them into music. You know, uh, feeling the sunshine, feeling the seeing the ocean. A lot of things like that inspire me to try to create new ideas. You know, my inspiration musically, I have a lot of influences musically. Overall, as a saxophone player, well, I listen to a lot of famous saxophone players that inspire me. But overall, put aside all the uh, ideas, technically uh, on the instrument. After all, what what really inspires me is that the people, current situations that are going on in the world, um, and different even the weather. So a lot of I'm taking a lot of inspiration from that lately, from what's around me, and what really it motivates me is that you know knowing people, talking to people, uh, things like that really helps me to create or try to create more music.
Rosarito is unique. Rosarito Beach is really unique because there's a lot of Americans and foreigners who live here, retired people. And I noticed there's a lot of bands who are coming from Tijuana and Sonata here. Why?
uh, to feel that need for that music that the community, American community, it's needs here. Because um, it's a different type of music that they like to listen to. They're not gonna listen to a lot of mariachi or Jose Alfredo Jimenez and no, none of that. They'll listen to what they are used to listen to in the states. So when the bands know that, they put together their repertoire towards that um, community or towards that uh, clientele, you know, and it's much needed because everybody needs to entertain. They need entertainment, so that's what those bands offer. That kind of entertainment that you're not gonna find in TJ. Probably you probably find in TJ a lot if you go into venture into
Right.
TJ. But a lot of people don't like to do that. I know they like to stay in the community. Um, you know, not too late at night on the nightlife. Maybe 8 o'clock ish, 7 o'clock ish. They're already back resting at home. They already enjoy the show, and then they'll go back to rest to their houses. So the idea is that bringing the bands coming in to this area is to fill that gap that they need. That is needed here. So that's why I think they got all kinds of different bands offering that type of music. Whether it be blues, whether it be rock, 50s rock or soft rock or whatever. That's what people liked to hear here. So in this area,
Where are the night spots for live music in Tijuana?
do you want to dance or do you want to enjoy music or do you want
I
to
mean, for one thing, is
listen
was when
to?
I got involved with Lola, we had this bar called Tosca. Now it's gone, and then we had you had Prada Cafe,
Mm.
and then there was another coffee shop over the years, and Revolution Street usually has live music and and certain type of music. If people want to come down for in Tijuana, where would they go? Where should they go?
Okay, well, my question was to you was, do you want to go to have fun and dance or do you want to go and listen to music and just sit on the spot because you got everything.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was going to.
Okay, let's.
In other words, if you want to go dance, you go to the pulgas, for example. Typical Mexican music where a lot of people go and enjoy the music. If you want to play dance salsa, there's a ferreteria where they play nothing but salsa music to the salsa lovers. If you want to go listen to jazz, there's a jazz club,
Jazz
jazz
Club
club,
o Praga
Hmm.
or Praga
Café.
Cafe.
Praga. Yep.
And blues, there's a new place,
Tijuana Rock Bar.
Tijuana Rock Bar. They play blues there on certain day out of the week. Out of the week, so you got a lot of choices as to where you can go. You know,
Tango también.
tango.
Sí,
Okay, he's saying that there's a place of tango
tango.
music. I don't know
Ya.
this.
Vino Martín de León, y un amigo, y él se está presentando como por ejemplo en la Bohemia.
La Boheme. That's another spot where you go sit down and have a glass of wine and listen to music. Yeah, so there's a lot of places really.
What about in Rosarito?
Okay.
Rosarito, we start with Splash, or we could go Los Amigos. You know, the typical, everybody knows the bars.
Well, that's
Uh,
true. I mean, for us, we've been here for many years, but the thing is, that people that we see, there's a lot of Americans and tourists are coming over here. They want to have a different perspective. They want a different. They want to see what's going on. So we know Splash. Splash has been well known for many years, and Los Amigos. What other bars or restaurants do you perform at?
okay, as a soloist, I play on a restaurant. Uh, I played for 5 years in a restaurant they just burned down. It's called Estancia.
Yeah, we just saw that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
So that's sadly a sad situation that happened. Um, but I'm on different places. Like right now, I'm a restaurant called Roble, um, Maple. I'm gonna be there performing. So, and that's like for breakfast and stuff like that. So it's different environment. Uh, Type of music is more like jazz, bossa nova, you know, uh, smooth jazz and stuff like that, where you can enjoy the music while you eating. But as a project, House Life, we are we're gonna do a lot of um, videos, a lot of music that we gonna be doing.
Okay, so let's focus on house life. Who's participating with that?
Okay, House Life is the original idea was a DJ, a guitar, sax, and a singer, and a local artist from here, Tina Marie, helped us out with the vocals in some songs, and DJ Claudia Sanchez from Colombia. She was a DJ for a while with us. Now we're gonna have a different DJ, or just simply just uh, have the without the DJ. Rafa Moreno was also a keyboard player with us, but he's doing his own thing now. So um, basically, right now we're going down to Abraham and myself, which we're doing the whole aspect of the music, which is the writing, the producing, the recording, everything of the music. So, and that uh, is more towards nightclub ambient, you know, more like for the crowd of night crowd.
Different crowd style. It seems like it changes over the years,
Yeah.
like a different trend.
Yeah. So we're going towards that direction musically. We're still doing our independent
Projects.
soloist project. He's
Yep.
doing his own. I'm doing my own. But
Everyone seems to collaborate with each other.
Yeah.
And it seems like you meet with each other and you see what a new trend, or you're making a new trend. And so you see what's going well, and that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to that music right now. This is one of the songs. So
Breathing in, we're moving slow. We are moving slow. Breathing in, we're moving slow. We're moving low.
So tell me about the music. Tell me about the concept of that type of your music.
Yeah, the concept here in this area, the house music is really it is not very popular because there's so much music that is is preferred by different people, rather than to listen to it rather than house music. The music that we're doing is we're trying to shoot it towards where it's gonna be heard, or there's where it's gonna be appreciated more, and that's in like here in Mexico, like on the tourist place, Cancun, you know, beach places like that. And but the strongest is like Europe. That's where they really appreciate the music
Oh,
that
in
we
Europe?
do. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Who's it? In 2016, we went down to Mexico City. There's a guy named Fonzie from Monterrey, and Monterrey or Veracruz, but he told me he's got a lot of followers coming from Europe.
Yeah, we're trying to do our shoot that type of audience for that
Target.
target that audience because that's where they really that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Here, eventually, it's been music like that, and it has been a hit. For example, ¿cómo se llama? Los que mencionamos temprano.
¿La música disco?
No, los que fusionan norteño y banda con
El Nortec.
Nortec. Uh, that band took it all, to different places of the world. They're still doing it, and they hit it big. And that's a good influence for us too, with ideas and stuff. But it's one out of a million,
Yep.
to hit that, and they're very popular all over the world. And but the music, it's like here because it was like over there
Mm.
too. So we're trying to target that audience too. The same audience they listen to, to that music. We're trying to accommodate to that audience too, because there is people that listen to it and there is people that like it, but it's not a lot. Not like uh, the different types of music that they are out there.
One thing I learned years ago was that one of the interesting things is talking to those festivals in Tijuana and Rosarito and Ensenada, and that's where I met a lot of people. And also in Tijuana, usually during the summer in Baja California, you have a lot of festivals, and August is that's we have all the festivals. Over the years, how many of the festivals have you participated?
We done two, three.
No, no me recuerdo, pero fueron de Secut, ¿no?
Secut.
Secut.
We done about three of them. About when we're very barely started with
La Feria del Taco
Pri-
y
we
no me
did
acuerdo qué otro. Tijuana Arte o algo así.
Tijuana Art. We did but three different ones that we present the project to, and we as we go, we're gonna start getting more into this year, into the current into the festivals.
Festivals.
Yeah. So, but we done some already. And we are like I said earlier, we're gonna be loading up the YouTube and the Spotify with our music too,
Hmm.
so it can be available to everyone that wants to listen to it.
What do you think in the future for the music scene here in Rosarito, but in Tijuana?
It's gonna keep growing. It's gonna keep growing. It's gonna, you know, it's always growing. It's always new things, um, and we're very fortunate to have that type of access to that. All kinds of music here. So to your audience too. We invite them to take a listen to different types of what music, what TJ has to offer, not just Rosarito. I know, TJ has like the baddest reputation, but there's some good spots there you can go and visit, and you're gonna enjoy it. Just choose it wisely, and don't be on the wrong place at the wrong time, and just places to enjoy. And it's good to learn. It's good to know. It's good to expand. It's good to have an open view of, open mind to all these different for entertainment.
Dee Marie, do you have any questions?
Now you ask.
Yes, towards the end.
Oh, I forgot all my questions. So when you were growing up, what was your influence?
You
What
know,
was your,
when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of classical music. I listened to salsa, and I listened to jazz, merengue. But I'm Mexican, and I love my music, Mexican music. But I was more driven to classical and all that.
so what made you choose saxophone?
A saxophone is um is one of those instruments that add that cherry to whatever to whatever music. It adds that little touch that with the saxophone the music transforms. So I was very driven to that sound,
Mm.
and I always wanted to learn. So when I had the chance, I started picking it up and learn it. So yeah,
Because I'm a big fan of Kenny G and Candy Dolfer.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. Very. Kenny G is one of those musicians that you love him or you hate him.
right.
And but he is to me he's a very fabulous musician, and very talented, very technically very well, you know, and he's one of the jazz musicians or musicians of smooth jazz that made it big. He lives in Malibu and has his big house and all that, but out of the music he played, so it worked for him. So that's good.
Same question to Abraham.
Ok. ¿Voy hablando despacio y traduces o lo dejo todo en español?
¿En español?
Espanol.
Ok. Am, es difícil para mí hablar de una sola influencia porque dejaría fuera a muchos músicos que son buenísimos. Y me gusta escuchar mucha música, diferente música. Pero también he tenido amigos y maestros en mi vida que me han influenciado mucho y gracias a ello es lo que soy. Porque no puedo decir que solamente los artistas. Hay artistas que escucho y nunca los he tocado, nunca los he interpretado, pero con la gente que convivo es con la gente que trato más de imitar. Y, y no tanto imitar, sino igualar al nivel, me ayudan a crecer. Entonces, la música, para mí, la influencia más grande de la música es lo que genera en mí. Para mí la música que me hace que se me enchine la piel, la música que me hace soñar, imaginar, es con la que estoy y podría ser desde la más antigua mexicana y a lo mejor hasta la más moderna, ¿no? Como hoy en día que hacemos house, para poder crear esa música yo tengo que cerrar los ojos y sentir que me hace bailar. Y cuando me hace bailar es cuando digo, aquí es, esto es lo que hay que poner. Mientras no llegue a ese punto, no me dejo influenciar por el razonamiento de que la lógica o las reglas musicales, sino de lo que me hace sentir y lo que me hace mover, ¿no? Los pies, la cabeza. Entonces, eso para mí es la influencia que tengo y el concepto que tengo de este proyecto.
Gracias. For one thing is we'll be signing off soon, but the thing is, if people want to know about your music, where you're going to be, what is your links?
Okay, YouTube, House Life, Facebook, House Life.
I'll put the links later so
Yeah.
people can see that.
Yeah.
So we want to say thank you for Abraham and Angel and Dee Marie being the wonderful, dedicated audience. And this is Diego Knight signing off from Baja Tales and Travels with Angel Sax and Abraham House Life. Thank you.